I'm Tony Sklar with bnetTV. We are here at Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, and I'm speaking with Margaret Glover-Campbell from Poynt. How are you today?
I'm fine, Tony. How are you?
Fantastic. Wonderful conference. Packed. The numbers are up tremendously. How have you been enjoying it?
It's been amazing. We have been jam-packed busy for the entire 4 days.
Poynt has really grown over the last number of years. You're a good force within the marketplace, but there's so many apps in what could be called saturated app marketplace. How do people find Poynt, and give me some good indication on some utilization?
Fantastic. So one of the things that we do is partner with all of our OEM partners, Samsung, Nokia, and really work with them to get the app in front of their customers. So discoverability, people are able to actually go right to their phones and find the app. So 13.6 million users now.
Congratulations on those. Are the great numbers.
Thank you. Thank you.
And multiple marketplaces as well.
Multiple, yes. 9 countries, and we have just announced that we have entered into a joint venture in China.
Congratulations again on that. You guys are
Thank
bumping
you.
and moving along there.
Yes,
Way to go.
yes.
So one of the great things about applications, the thought process of a company when they're building one is that, with something like yours, and I want you to go in depth to this a little bit more, the idea that you can download an app and use it in multiple countries, which is really important, as opposed to having one for every separate country that may not even have, it may be, X app in New York, and then it's another app in LA, and they don't talk to each other, and it's just, forget about it.
Absolutely. So, again, every country that we're in, we cover every major city, minor city, town, hamlet, village. If there's a business, you're going to be able to find that information within the app. The other thing is, if you look at all of the icons here, we cover so many different verticals. So restaurants, movies, people, businesses, gas prices, offers, on and on. It's really about connecting the consumer to the retailer at that purchase point.
So were all great examples of why people may use an app, because it's geolocation within an app is something that there's searches. You got search, geo, and payment, and all in one place.
Yes, absolutely, and contextual.
And so, how do you keep the user engaged?
Context.
Okay.
So a couple of things. We work again really closely with our OEM partners to really understand that device and figure out how we can integrate with the device. So we add directly to the calendar if you have a restaurant booking. We add directly to the calendar if you're going to see a movie. You can watch a movie trailer in the app. You can buy your movie tickets. You can book your dinner reservation. You can, if you find a business and have errands to run, you can actually search from here and go about your day based on the businesses that you're going to. So you're not constantly back and forth trying to figure out where you're going.
So what differentiates Poynt as a better app than, let's say, other competitors in the market space that are doing similar things?
So I'll go back to one thing that you said a little bit earlier as far as geographic footprint,
Sure.
Right? So if you look at geographic footprint, we're in 9 countries. If you look at the number of verticals that we're in, it's a unified experience, and it really just, nobody else is doing that. We also have a transactional part, buying those movie tickets, booking that dinner reservation. So it's really, again, about keeping the user engaged where they are, and they're dynamic. Consumers are really dynamic.
I can appreciate where you're coming from. An in-app payment is really important. Not having to leave that, go somewhere else, buy the movie tickets, get it back into a wallet, do something, and then the user gets lost with that user experience and gets disengaged.
Absolutely, yes.
So those are really important. Okay, so tell me a little bit about what you're seeing here at Mobile World Congress. What's excited you, and what's a driving force that you're getting out of the conference?
Sure, absolutely. One of the things we're really excited about is all the chatter around NFC and mobile payments. It's something that we're really looking to explore and to capitalize on. Again, taking that consumer from inspiration to action all within the app, and mobile payments is going to be a huge part of that for us. So that's been the thing that's excited us the most.
Definitely, I can appreciate that the mobile payments is a hot topic here at the conference. There's multiple ways of doing it, but the app players need it, want it, don't necessarily, I don't want to say don't necessarily care on how it happens, but need to have it engaged within the app so that people aren't leaving it, but want to make sure that it's secure and easy to use.
There needs to be standardization.
Right.
Obviously, right? There's infrastructure issues. there are a lot of things that still have to be worked out, but the fact that we're talking about it and talking about it in a major way is really a great step forward.
And there's been a little bit of experience in the market space, so at least we've got some case studies to be able to work with and say, hey, this is working, this isn't working. So you had spoken on a panel yesterday. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that and what that engagement was like?
So it was a really interesting panel. We had kind of 4 different views, ours being one from a B2C perspective.
Right.
We had Mike Weir from Scanby.
Right.
Sean Moshier from CellTrust,
Right.
and Igor, whose name I cannot remember, his last name.
Sorry, Igor, about that, but we'll get you.
He's from AT&T. And so it was really, it was all about mobile retail, and from all of our different perspectives, whether that was QR codes or how to engage the businesses, or how are our consumers engaging with things. So it was really very fascinating.
So, I've had a chance to speak to each one of those people actually separately yesterday as well, fantastic companies, and they all sort of talked about the same thing within the ecosystem, that, all these particular elements exist, and it's nice to start to see different partnerships transpire between different players that have good synergies together, so that everybody is benefiting from the same forward momentum or direction that, and I want you to be able to comment on that.
Yeah, that's been tremendous for us, this show. You really get the opportunity here to meet other players and discover and explore whether there are any synergies. We've come out of here with at least 3 partnerships that are fantastic and will mutual benefit for both companies.
Okay, and then finally, Margaret, drive it home here for me for the next 12 months after you see what's going on here. Everybody's buzzing and really excited after this conference. We all understand that we've got some good forward momentum in the technology ecosystem as a whole, right? Where's Poynt's driving factors in sort of a statistical format? You had 13 point, what, how many?
13.6.
So you're going to drive that forward at a propelled rate?
Absolutely. I mean, again, when China comes on board, it's just a small market, right? One or two people.
1 or 2 percentage points of that population, and all of a sudden forget. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So so continued growth for us. China, obviously, the next big geography that we're looking at,
Right.
And then looking to do some really fun and innovative things in the next few months. So stay tuned on those.
So fantastic, Margaret. Thanks for taking the opportunity to speak with us here at Mobile World Congress. I look forward to another one, probably CTIA coming up soon or something like that.
Probably. Thanks, Tony.
Thank you. I've been speaking with Margaret Glover-Campbell here at Mobile World Congress for Poynt. I'm Tony Sklar with bnetTV.